going on, guys? Snag here, and it's time to preview State of Origin Game 3 decider at Suncorp Stadium. Bro, do you know how good this is going to be? This is going to be massive. And guess what, lads? I'm going. I'm so stoked. I was a little bit nervous because I got given the tickets. Shout out to QRL for hooking me and the family up. I hate getting given stuff because I don't like to ask. So I got told before game 2, yeah, man, it's 4 tickets for you and the fam. Awesome, thanks so much. But then State of Origin 2 finished, and I was like, hadn't heard anything. I'm like, hey, just checking in, blah, blah, ticket. And then another few days went by, and I'm like, oh no, what's going on? And apparently there was people that just couldn't get tickets anywhere. And I'm just going, oh, I cannot believe it. I should have just bought some. But then, yeah, they came through. So shout out to QRL. We've got great seats from the diamond up the front there, right on the halfway line. Elevated just a bit. Nice. Oh, God. Man, I haven't been to a State of Origin in about 8 years. And I haven't been to a rugby league game. This is going to sound snobby. Not in a corporate box in like probably 6 years. And I'm going to Suncorp. Man, I am so amped for this, bros. Let me know if anyone's going, man. Drop them in the comments, guys. And, of course, who's winning State of Origin Game 3? Drop them in the comments. I want to see your margins, 13 plus, 1 to 12, what you think the scoreline might be, whatever. Or your try scorers, guys. Drop them in there. Absolutely cannot wait, man. All right, so in this video, guys, I started doing all this prep and I was working on all this stuff. And I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to talk about it. I've got some points written down that I want to talk about. We're going to go over the analyzer. We're going to go over the previous games, the stats. We're going to just have a look at the insider. We're going to have a sports bet actually have really cool betting insights and all this sort of stuff. We'll have a little gaze through these as well, guys. And I've also got some of my punts as well. Now I've just for new. No, obviously when I normally do my punts, I'm trying to make money. With these ones, guys, with my punts, I've done one for Queensland, one for New South Wales. They sort of cancel each other out, but I'm just doing it for you guys just because I know if you're from Queensland, you're not betting on New South Wales, and I know if you're from New South Wales, you're not betting on Queensland. So I've done one of each, guys, so anyone can sort of play along, guys, and they are on Dabble. If you want to follow me on Dabble, it's MonsterSnag if you're already a member. If you're not, you can join using the code SNAG or use the link in the description of this video, guys, and yeah, you automatically follow me. You can just copy, we chat under the punt, all that sort of stuff, guys. So, yeah, absolutely bring it on. I cannot wait. We had, we've hit both, so obviously one of each. So I've never had, in game 1, our Queensland one hit, and in game 2, our New South Wales one hit. So 1 and 1. And if I was just putting them down, I would have, because I had a feeling Queensland was going to get game 1, game 2. Definitely thought New South Wales was going to win this one, and this one I am so on the fence. I have no idea, guys. So, and also, guys, I've got my punts up there now. However, I am going to do another double up, which isn't down yet, and I might put a fun one down as well. So yeah, make sure you followed me on Dabble, guys, and absolutely cannot wait, man. Now, while I'm at the game too, guys, if you are watching, I will try and go live for a bit on TikTok. If you want to follow me on TikTok, it's MonsterSnag as well. Obviously, I'm there with the fam, but I might even just, as they're running out, just do a, just so you can hear the crowd from the mad view. And I'll probably do a video too, like I might, if I have time, just get some video of, you know, the experience and stuff like that, put it on TikTok as well, guys. So I would do it on YouTube, but you can only do a minute on YouTube. So yeah, but man, let's go. All right, guys, so Queensland got it done, 38 in the first one, 38-10, 38-18 in the second, and then we have the decider. That's the decider. New South Wales haven't won a decider since 2006, I think it was, and it's pretty wild. Actually, I just wanted to have a thought here, guys, and this is genuine chat, like, because this is hard because we see the odds. New South Wales outsiders, Maroons favourites, guys. I have a genuine question here, and let me know what you think. What do you think the odds would be if this wasn't at Suncorp Stadium? Like, if this was being played in WA, let's not even say the G, because New South Wales are very good there. Let's just say this was being played in like South Australia or Perth or something like that. Who do you think would be favourites? I think it'd be at best $1.90 each, maybe even slightly New South Wales. I'm I think this price here is just purely factored in to it being Suncorp. So if you genuinely think the Blues can go out there and they're the better team, they can get it done, $2.04 is not bad. And I think a lot of money is going to come in for New South Wales. And the reason why I want to touch on that as well is I was pretty where have I put it? Don't tell me I've deleted it. Oh, here they go. So I saw a thing. I've watched 360 and stuff like that, and I saw, Braith and a lot of New South Welshmen saying, "Oh, we're going to lose the penalty count. They'll get favoured so much at Suncorp with the penalties." And at first, honestly, I was like, New South Welshmen just complained about the refs. It's what happens, But then the numbers came up, and I'll put them up on the screen now. Total penalties at Suncorp Stadium: 409 to 226, 296, and then penalty counts won 43 to 9. That is crazy. That's not even close. That is so. It's not. That's a real thing. Like, Queensland are going to win the penalty count. It's that is outrageous numbers. So, like I said, I'm not, like I said, I'm very neutral at Origin, and like I said, I just thought New South Wales were sooking, but that is a clear bias towards Queensland at Queensland, which is crazy. You know what I mean? And I'm sure plenty of those were New South Wales committed more penalties than genuine penalties than Queensland, and but you cannot say that is outrageous. That how lopsided that is. So New South Wales is going to have to be a lot better than Queensland to win, because there's a good chance of losing the penalty count. So I just was shocked at those numbers, guys. So we'll have to wait and see. Now, guys, I'm going to just put my punts up now. I'm just going to read them out to you now, just because we're going to go through everything. We've got our talking points. We're going to go over all the stats and stuff like that. And we're going to talk more about why I put the punts down as it goes on. Some people tune in just for the punt, and I don't want them to have to watch an hour of me blabbing to get to the punt, guys. So I'll put it up on the screen now. So if you're a Queensland fan, we're going Selwyn Cobbo, try scorer. We're going 42%. Cobbo's at probability. Maroons over 2.5 tries. Queensland to win it. I know this is probably a pretty low-ish score, but even in their loss, they scored 3 tries. I think they're going to score 3 tries. No matter win or lose, I think they'll score 3 tries. There's just too much strike in this team. And Maroons' last try score. Maroons love a last try scorer, whether they're winning. They'll just foot on the throat with all that confidence rolling, or similar to what happened in Game 1, New South Wales blowout, they'll still continue to fight. Queenslanders fight hard. So Maroons' last try score as well, 356. And my New South Wales one is Brian To'o. I love his matchup on his side, Gagai and Val Holmes. Gagai's been great. He's been really good, but he's missed more tackles in the last 2 years than he has in his whole career. Val Holmes, I'd say the same thing. I'm sure they'll get up for it, but Brian To'o can beat the best at the best, doing their best, trying their best. It doesn't bother To'o. If they are at all flimsy or off, To'o will score. And New South Wales Blues first to 15 points, paying $3.50 as well. If New South Wales are going to win, they're going to have to score 15 points first. They're not coming from behind to win this game. So, I like that one too, guys. $3.50. And then for my man of the matches, I've got Angus Crichton. I think he could be huge against Nanai, and also Daly Cherry Evans. They're kicking with New South Wales packs being better. If Cherry Evans can keep it in with his kicking, and his ball playing that last game was just on another planet. I think he can get one. So Angus Crichton 26 and Cherry Evans 750, guys. I'll do one from each team, just because if New South Wales win, it's going to be a New South Welshman, and if Queensland win, it's going to be a Queenslander. So I'm happy with these. I think they're nice. I like them all. So guys, they're all on Dabble if you want to copy, guys. And let's get into the game. All right, so we'll have a look at the team list now. We've got Latrell out, Sewer out, Taulagi out, Coates out, Kalyn Ponga in, Reid Marnie in. Damn, I wish Reid Marnie was playing. I'd go Payne Haas for 2 tries. Nah, Trent Liero in. All right, so Latrell out best in. Is it an advantage or a disadvantage? It's not, but it is, all right? So look at game one, right? A lot of people saying, yeah, Latrell Mitchell in that game did not do a single thing Bradman Best can't do. Bradman Best, every single thing Latrell Mitchell did in that game, Bradman Best can do. But what Latrell Mitchell has that Bradman Best doesn't is presence. It's crazy what, and we spoke about this a bit, sometimes when a second rower is on a try scoring tear, a lot of the times they stop scoring tries and the guys outside them start scoring a lot of tries because they drop another man on that. They're so worried about that person. That person has presence. That you can look at it with Dave Fafita at the Titans. He's got presence. They know you have to drop two bodies on him, create space on an edge. So Bradman Best, big, strong, he's strong, he's powerful, he's all those things, but he doesn't have that presence. So I don't know. We even saw Angus Crichton possibly had a slightly better game because they had to fan out a little bit more because Trell's on the outside. So Bradman Best was Angus Crichton was essentially one-on-one the whole night. Mightn't be the case in this one. So Bradman Best physically can do I'd almost argue he's faster, he's more explosive, he gets you more meters. Like there's parts of Bradman Best's game that are better than Latrell Mitchell's, but he doesn't have that that Michael Jordan aura that Latrell Mitt has. So if New South Wales are just rolling, it won't make it. Bradman Best will do every single thing that Latrell Mitchell does. If it's in a grind and it's a slog and it's all that sort of stuff, just having Latrell Mitchell there, drawing players, opens up space other places, and that's one thing that Bradman Best doesn't have. So we'll have to wait and see how that all goes. Now, Harry Grant, is he fit, isn't he fit? Now, I'm going to tell you now, if Harry Grant isn't fit and isn't playing or even isn't as his best, Queensland are really going to struggle. He's their ace in the hole. He's that X factor. He's the only one on the bench. He's the one that can really come on and just change the game. I know Kalyn Ponga's on there now too, but we don't really know what's going on there. But just pretend Kalyn Ponga's not there for a sec. He genuinely can come on and change the game. If Queensland can just hold their own in the middle, and even if they're down 8-6, Harry Grant comes on, I'll be pretty confident he can steer you home. He's that dude. So that sternum, apparently when you get that injection, you are fine. But how much training has he done? How much contact has he done leading up to it? Is he he hasn't really? Has he played? No, he hasn't played since the last game. Is his timing a little off? Is all that sort of stuff. Apparently he's been training well, but I can't, you're not going to get that needle every day to do full contact training. So I doubt he's done full contact since the last State of Origin. I doubt he's done any game scenario stuff. I'm just guessing. If I'm wrong here, guys, just drop it in the comments. Tell me I'm wrong. But like I said, if you've got an injury where you need a needle to be able to do contact, surely you're not getting that needle every day for 3 weeks and doing contact, if that makes sense. So that's really interesting. Barnett in, I love it. I love Olakau'atu on the bench too, but Barnett genuinely covers two positions. If he comes in for Angus Crichton on an edge, he'll do awesome. If he comes in the middle for Payne Haas, he'll do awesome. Olakau'atu, if he came on for Angus Crichton, I'd be very happy. If he came on for Payne Haas, so he's great. And it just tells me that New South Wales are really going to try and knock the door down, and just try and go through the middle. To me, what it looks like is New South Wales are going to try and power. They've picked a game for power, and Queensland have picked a game of strike. Strike. It's just this strike. It's just strike everywhere, points everywhere, power, which creates points on the edges. So it's wild. Now, the big one obviously is Kalyn Ponga coming in. Like I said, I don't understand it. One sec. I don't understand it. I don't really like it. To me, it's one or the other, but it's one of these. This is a decision, right? New South Wales are going to win, and everyone's going to be like, what an idiot. Why did he pick Kalyn Ponga on the bench? What a waste. So dumb. or they're going to win. Queensland are going to win, and they're going to go, "What a genius move from Billy." No, we don't know until the end of the game, man. I did a short video on this, but I was sort of said, like how are they going to use him? And it looks like that from what I've heard at their training, Ruben Cotter comes off and Kalyn Ponga comes on, which is wild to me. Now, anyone that has watched Kalyn Ponga defend in the front line, it is very bad. It's bad, and he also gets knocked out. If you check out one of my... Actually, if you go to TikTok and just write Kalyn Ponga knockout, if you scroll down a few, there's one against the Tigers where there's no head contact. Shoulder to shoulder, and his head goes like that, and he's knocked out on the ground. That's so alarming. Your chin never gets better. You get easier and easier to get knocked out as you age, as the more you get knocked out, and his chin is toast. It is glass. And he's getting knocked out against the Tigers, against the Sharks, against all these, like what are you going to do when you got Angus Crichton, Liam Martin, Payne Haas? Reece Robson was chopping blokes. Spencer Leno, Barnett, that's scary, man. If you're a Queenslander and he's having to defend there, even attack, he swings around the back and gets jammed hard enough. However, you reverse it, you flip it, in attack, Reece Walsh on one side, Kalyn Ponga on another. That is so scary and so alarming if you're a Queen. Talk about creating space. It's just they're the two best at it in the comp. Creating space that you didn't even think was there. They do it in a different way. Reece sort of just burns you with straight speed, whereas Kalyn, it's almost like there's nothing on, and he'll just create something out of nothing. Whereas I feel like Reece genuinely needs a little bit of space, but then he makes it a lot of space very easily, just with sheer speed. Kalyn's just sometimes they're covered. It's 4-on-4, and then all of a sudden, skip, 3-on-2, and you're like, what the hell happened there? And how did that happen? It's pretty goddamn crazy. So, man, it's just, we don't, anyone that's sitting there saying it's a great move from Billy or a bad move from Billy, we don't know until the game's over. Everyone that got it right, it was just a good guess. I don't like Kalyn Ponga defending in the front line, and I personally think it's a weird, bad idea. I'm not going to say... Well, I've just said it. But you get what I'm saying. I'm not going to sit there and probably go Billy's an idiot for doing this. He shouldn't have... Because I know there's a very good chance that Kalyn Ponga goes out there and tears New South Wales butts apart like tissue paper. And I know that. I'm not going to sit there and get aired out on TikTok for calling out Billy Slater for such a dumb move when I know this could be a genius. I personally think it's more than likely wrong, but we don't know. We really don't know. So... Just nuts, man. Some of the matchups, guys, we've got Gagai on Bradman Best. Apparently Bradman Best Gagai's just been, sort of Bradman Best's mentor over the last few years, and that's going to be such a good matchup. And then Val Holmes will be on that left side too, I imagine, against Tortor. Tough. It could be a tough night for Val Holmes. I'm not worried about Tortor and Bradman Best, because Bradman Best defends it every week in, week out. He's done it. They're going to defensively, they're going to be crazy. If you like New South Wales for try, you've got to go the other side, Hammer and Cobbo. But even then, this is the thing. Crichton is so good. Hammer ended up getting a try last game. I said Hammer's not skittling Crichton. And he didn't. He got a try off a kick back in field. But, you know what I mean? So even that matchup's hard. So that's why out of the Queenslanders, I really like Cobbo for a try. I don't like Gagai, Val Holmes, or Hamaso. Hamaso will probably get one, but I don't think it'll be by Brush and Crichton, if that makes sense. Hammer's probably the next most likely for me, but to me it's Cobbo. It has to be Cobbo. Cobbo and Lomax looks like the best way through. But yeah, man, it's going to be huge. Really excited to see this matchup, speed versus effort, or all that sort of stuff. Excited to see the aerial. I mean, Zach Lomax against... I mean, we saw Mitchell Moses put it on a dime for Zach Lomax in game 1. It could be a very similar thing. Dearden, pretty average in game 1. Luai was great. Cherry Evans, he needs a platform too. Like I know he's a vet. I know he's been there, done that, but he needs a platform. This pack here, Queensland's pack, they have to lay a platform. Like they at least have to hold their own. Like at least hold their own. I mean, again, like Lindsay Collins' last game in the Roosters jersey, I was just sitting there going, this dude is so good. He's brilliant. Ruben Cotter got manhandled in game 2. He was pretty handily taken care of. I thought he was actually pretty manhandled in game 1, but didn't really matter because they're extra man. But they can't get bullied. They really can't. They have to go out there, make a statement. And yeah, because this New South Wales pack, it's just built to go forward. It's just built to go forward and stop your meters. Like, turn Angus Crichton and Liam Martin back in, tire out the forwards in the middle, Payne Haas just pumps through the middle, Reece Robson runs off the back of that. Jake Travojevic doesn't do much, but he stops your... He'll take a nice 8-metre carry and get you a relatively quick play of the ball. But we all know he's in the middle to chop blokes and not make mistakes and do all that sort of stuff. So, so interesting. It's so interesting. Like, I'll make a call here. I genuinely think whichever forward pack gets on top early probably goes on to win it. If Queensland pack gets on top early, it's going to be tough. Like, to me, I know this sounds weird, but feel like it almost might be first try wins. Like, not last try wins, first try wins. I really do think that if Queensland get on top early, I don't see New South Wales running them down. And if the Blues get on top early, their on top has to be bigger though. Like, if New South Wales get out to a 6-0 lead and it's 30 minutes into the game, I'm like, I don't think Queensland probably just steer this one home. If New South Wales are 6 points ahead, it's 6-0 with 30 minutes in, I'm like, that's not big enough. That's not big enough. I think they really need to go out. I think they need like 14 points. Like, I honestly think they might need like roughly a 14-point lead at halftime. It's going to have to be something like that. Obviously, they can do it with less. I'm not saying that, but that's, if I'm a New South Wales fan and I'm watching and we're not ahead by 14 at the half, I'm nervous. Really, really nervous. So yeah, it's just this is why this game's so good. It's so many unknowns. Like, for the last 2 years, we knew what Queensland were going to bring. Now we don't know. It's a bit different. Like, it's very different. Now we get to the benches. I mean, Harry Grant obviously has the wood over Connor Watson there, but still great for New South Wales to have that there. Isaiah Yeo, Barnett, Lenu. It was pretty funny. I was watching the game too with my son. That's why I didn't stream it and stuff like that. But even he, like, we're watching it and we're a bit into the second half, and he just goes, Queensland has no bench. Queensland has no bench. Like, he said we need a bench. Like, he goes to Queensland. We need a bench like New South Wales. That's what he said, and it was very evident that he was right. They just... Now, I know Kalyn Ponga brings a bit of difference, but let's just pretend forward pack wise, like forward rotation wise. Jesus Christ, big difference. Now, we'll talk about cover, obviously injuries really quickly. So Harry Grant obviously covers hooker, sort of half, but, we've got the forwards here. We've got a solid forward and an edge back row who's sort of playing a bit in the middle, and then we've got Kalyn Ponga. So Kalyn Ponga can only really cover fullback in the halves. I know he can cover wing a bit and all that. He'd be fine there, I guess. I guess he does. He probably covers more positions than I'm giving him credit for, but I just see him as a fullback. I just think he's a fullback. I think he's his best position by an absolute mile. Like, let's say he does play in the centres or the wing, like there's an injury and he has reshuffled. In attack, yeah, but he's not defending Angus. I mean, he's not defending Stephen Crichton or Bradman Best or one-on-one. You know what I mean? That's not happening. So I really just do see him as an out-and-out fullback. So they do have cover at fullback. I know, like I just said, he can cover a few other positions in the outside backs, but I do genuinely think he's down just because I think his defense will get outshot, like dumped on, and his offense won't quite be able to make up for that. What's alarming is if a forward goes down for Queensland. Say Lindsay Collins goes down on the first carry. You can have Reuben Cotter, Mo Fodawaker in the middle for massive minutes. Like massive minutes. You're going to have Felice Fusi taking carries off the kickoffs. They're in big trouble. Like they've got to be praying. Even if, say, a Paddy Carrigan went down and someone's got to just... It's scary. It's really, really scary. So coverage is okay. They can do it, but it's a little dicey. New South, they're fine if a forward goes down. Like, literally completely fine. If Payne Haas went down first, but, like, obviously you don't want that. It's not ideal. Barnett or Spencer Lane who comes on, you don't really miss much. It just means one of these two blokes or Yo's playing some extra minutes. So they're completely covered in the forwards, especially because Isaiah Yeo can cover lock and edge. He's played edge a lot. Barnett can cover middle and an edge fine too. So, yeah, they're fine in the forwards. They could almost lose two and be fine. And then in the backs, like I said, I don't like... Similar to, like I said, Kalyn Ponga. Like, people are like, oh, Connor Watson played centre, blah, blah. I'm hearing you, bro. But would he do a good job there? Like, yeah, he covers hooker. He could cover in the halves. I think he covers hooker great. Can cover in the halves good. But, I'm not trusting him on edge. Like, could he do it? Yeah. Yeah, bro, what are you going to do when Hamaso stands you up? Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, he's not going to be able... Don't care how many games of SG ball he's played there. He's not... you get what I'm saying? So, both teams are covered relatively well, but like... And would cover some things better than others. But both teams are awesome. Both teams are so good. And that's why this Origin's so good. All right, let's get to some of these. I actually really like these betting insights on Sportsbet. I don't like betting on Sportsbet, but I like their betting insights. All right, so let's have a look at the money, guys. So, this is when Latrell Mitchell went out. They had they dropped down to $1.62, but they're starting to come up again, guys. So, if you're a Queenslander and you want to start money on Queensland, I'd almost just wait. I have a feel a lot of money is going to come in for New South Wales getting close to the day. One sec. All right, so Queensland 1-12. This is in their last 5 matches. Queensland have won 1-12 20% of the time. New South Wales none. So if you like New South Wales, take them with 13 plus. And Queensland have won 13 plus 40% of the time, as have New South Wales. No draws. Losses. New South Wales 1-12, and losses 13 plus 40% each. So pretty even. Pretty even. Nothing too crazy. Can we make this 10 games? Say the last 12. About the same. Jeez. All right. The percentage of matches in which each team has won against the pre-match line. Okay, so this is who's covered the line pretty much. New South Wales 60%, Queensland 4%. Now the line is so tight on this one. If you want to take it, take it. It's pretty much just covering that it's not going to be a draw. Like, I think the line's 1 or 1.5. All right, the percent of matches that have... the percent of matches that have exceeded overs or fallen below unders pre-match. All right, so 40... Queensland over, 40%, same as New South Wales, unders 60%, 60% of the time. So in the last 10 games, it's gone unders 60% of the time. 6% of the line. Now, what is the overs, unders? I will have a look at it in a minute. First try scorers in the last 10 games. So I don't like first try scorers. Val Holmes is on an edge, but like I said, he's up against To'o. To'o's the best defensive winger I've ever seen in his absolute prime. You know what I mean? Like To'o is in his absolute prime. He's absolutely humming. I'm not betting anyone. Like, whenever I'm picking try scorer, it's against Penrith. It's not on Tortor's side. Like, I see some people putting bet. I put like, I don't know. I'm just making a note. Xavier Savage in for a try. I'm like, he's against Tortor, bro. He's not scoring. Like, I'm not saying obviously people score on his side, but you're an idiot. Like, he's just an idiot for betting. If I watch Valheim score now, no, he can score. It's just like. It's more like I don't see him standing Tortor up. Like, obviously he can score. Like, if there's a massive overlap and Tortor has to jam into the second rower, like, and there's space on the, of course Val Holmes can score. It's more just like, I don't think Val Holmes is going to stand up Tortor. Or if there's a one-on-one situation, I'm back in Tortor. Queensland score first try, 60% of their matchups. Jesus. New South Wales score first try on 40%. All right, percent of matches team lead at half time and go on to full time. Yeah, so New South Wales. I mean, Queensland only 50% of the time. I thought that would have been higher. New South Wales 40%. That's not good. Wow. Okay, let's have a look at a few more of these. Have a look at some stats. All right, so in the last 5 matches, guys, points for, points against. I hope you guys can see this all right. I'm just looking at my screen here. All right, so Queensland, 24, 19 against. So I think there's a good chance. I think there's going to be a few more points than people think. Like, everyone's like, man, this is going to be a tough slog. Like, Queensland win this 8-10, like, blah, blah, blah. I think there's going to, like, these teams are so stacked and there's strike on both teams. So I think we could have more points than you think. I actually like over 39. I think is pretty... It's a little risky, but like I reckon over 39 is a serious. It will all depend on the first 10 minutes, right? Sorry, guys. If there's a big 10-minute feeling out, whether it's this they're kicking the ball back and forth and blah blah blah, obviously that'll help open the game up at the end. But you know, there's a good chance it'll go under. But like if there is a quick try in that first 10 minutes. It almost like opens the floodgates. It's really weird when it becomes a real tough slog like that. But yeah, all right. Average winning margin over the past 5 games: 20 points for Queensland, 17 for New South Wales. That is wild to me. And obviously reverse those numbers for average losing margin. Average total match points. Hang on, 40. Of course they're the same for both teams. 44. Favourite record. How often each team wins when they are the favourite? Queensland 66% of the time. New South Wales 50%. It's crazy. They're both pretty low. Like favourites win like 80% of the time normally. Underdog record 50% and 33%. So New South Wales are underdogs in this. They've only got a 33% chance of winning this game, lads. 60%, 40. Venue clashes at Suncorp Stadium averaged 32 points totals. Average winning margin at Suncorp is 14.4. I'm really on the fence because I'm just feeling points. Like I know it's gonna. That doesn't mean it's not going to be a tough slog, but I'm just feeling more than 32 points. What do you guys think? Wonder if I can get the overs that low. I'll have to check it out. Average winning margin at Suncorp, 14.4% with 80%. Suncorp, they have an 80% win rate at Suncorp. That is wild. But we saw they have an 80% win rate at the penalties too, guys, remember. And guys, this isn't me throwing shade at Queensland. I don't care. I've just told you the QRL gave me tickets to go watch them. I'm not throwing shade. I'm just throwing facts. Like they do win the penalty counts. It's let's have a look what the total overs, what I can get the overs for. Total points. Ooh. Over 32. So over 36 is $1.40. It's getting a little risky for not much bet return. No golden points, reliability. How often does each team win after leading at halftime? That's in the last 5 games, 100%. So whoever's winning at halftime, like I was saying, I didn't know that, but there you go. Teams winning at halftime go on to win. And the choke factor, how often has each team won? Let's make this longer then. Last 10 matches. Whoops. Queensland 20% choke rate. Oh, that's funny. Lineup. We've got lineups here. Crazy. All right, let's have a look at stats inside, guys. So, like I said, they're sort of predicting around this 41 point. That's what I'm feeling. I'm feeling about 40 points. 40. They've got 42 points down as a line. Like I said, the score can be 22-18 and it'll be a tough slog. There's so much offensive strike. I don't see it being 8-4. You know, like, is Reece Walsh not going to pull the trigger and throw a cutout ball? Of course he is. Is Hammer not a 50-50 shot to score a try if he's in space? Like, of course he is. Like, are you stopping Brian Tall from scoring 10 metres out when he's one up? No. Like, you know what I mean? The offense is just like, it doesn't matter how good your defense is. The offense is so good. Like I said, I don't think it's going to be high scoring, but I'm feeling 40 points. Feeling 40 points. I really am. All right, so here we go. We've got our probabilities, guys. So we've got Selwyn Cobbo. Like I said, he's my pick. He is 42% likely to score, probability to score. We've got Val Holmes. I like Reece Walsh through the middle as well. Hamiso and Nanai. Nanai's a little smoky too. And all Lomax, Crichton, Bradman, Best, Dylan Edwards, just the back five, pretty standard. So New South Wales with a 1.5 point head starts to 1% edge. Don't love it. New South Wales with a line, head to head. Edge to Queensland. Interesting, really interesting. I love looking at these. Sometimes it makes sense, sometimes it doesn't. This sort of does. But yeah. Oof. All right, guys. Have a quick look at the... All right, so last 2 games. Wins this season. So completion rate 75 to 85. So Queensland have to tidy this up. They have to complete over 80. Tackle efficiency 84% for Queensland. That is awful. That is awful. To 86%. We've got 28 to 24, 24 to 28. How wild's that? New South Wales definitely played the ball better in both games, I reckon. Wins at this venue 65% to 33. Now, there's a really interesting way of looking at this, man. New South Wales fans are going to go, we blitzed his 13 on 13. We were the better team. We've been, out of the whole time, we've been the better team for a period of time. And then Queenslanders go, well, we've played 4 halves of footy and we won 3. So, you know what I mean? Like, so the Queenslanders are super... That's why this game's so good. Because Queenslanders have a reason to be confident. New South Wales have a reason to be confident. New South Wales have been the better team. Like, they've looked the best for a period of time, a half of footy. Queensland have looked better over the whole period. And then New South Wales have the excuse they only had 12 men. You know, but it's tough, man. It's really, really tough. Now, as far as my picks go, like I said, I've already done my punts, guys. I'm so torn. It's not funny. Like, it's just, I can find, like I said, I can find 30 reasons Queensland are going to win. I can find 30 reasons New South Wales are going to win. And I'm just not sure. Like, I'm sure if whoever gets out on top early is going to win this thing. I don't see a comeback from either team. Like, and again, asterisks on that. I'd see New South Wales having to have a bigger lead than New South Wales at halftime if they're going to do it. It's just, it's so nuts. I don't know if my bias is kicking in that I want New South Wales to win, not because I go for New South Wales, but just because I love good stories. Like, I love sport movies where the teams go into, you know, it's tough, it's hard, and they do the thing that can never be done. And that's what New South Wales is. Like, going up to Suncorp, haven't won there in 25 years. Like, there's 25-year-olds that have never seen New South Wales win a decider. Like, the iPhone wasn't even invented then. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's how long it's been since Queensland, since New South Wales have gone up and won a decider at Suncorp. The iPhone wasn't invented. I think Facebook hadn't been invented yet. Like, no one even... Oh, it's so crazy. But look, guys, like I said, I don't, like, in all honesty, just being straight up, I don't know who's going to win. There is no data, no stat. Whoever shows up and plays the better footy is going to win. I'm just praying the refs don't decide it. And, yeah, I'm going to tip New South Wales to win just because I genuinely think their pack is so much more powerful. And if it gets on top, it could avalanche again. Whereas Queensland, I feel if they win, they're going to have to play sideways. I love teams that play through the middle. And I think New South Wales teams set up better for that. Doesn't mean, I don't even think they're going to win. Like, this isn't me going, oh, like, they're going to win because of this, and I'm making a tip, and I'm a mad tipster, and I'm smarter than you guys. It's not at all. I actually don't know who's going to win. I just like the way the New South Wales team is set up to win. I think they've picked a better team to win. I think they can go through the middle. Like I said, I believe New South Wales middles are better. I believe Queensland's edges are better. If Queensland's edges get more ball in good areas, they're going to win. If Queensland go through the middle and they can't stop the ruck, New South Wales will win. Whoever gets on top early is more than likely going to win by using those means. So I'm going to tip New South Wales to go up there and shake the tree and create some history. And another reason why I don't want either team to be super dominant. I want this thing to be every year. It's like, you know what I mean? 2 in a row is the most I want to see from a team. And Queensland have already done their 2 in a row. So let's go New South Wales to win this one, bring it home, and bring it home. So next year's another crazy circus. How good. I think that'd be cooler too, because you know, like, then Billy will be under the pump and like Freddie was. It's the best, man. It's the best. How good is State of Origin footy? All right, guys. So like I said, I've done my punts. Make sure you sub, guys. Make sure you follow us on all my platforms and Dabble and stuff as well, guys. And I'll see you at the game. How good. Oh, thanks so much for watching, guys. If you made it this far in the video, you know what that means. You're an absolute legend, guys, and gamble responsibly.